NBA prize picks for Thursday, November 21st. I'm Sniper from DFS Army. Smash that like button for me. We got 3 plays on the prize picks board. We're going to break them all down, pick a favorite, hopefully run our streak to 2 in a row as we cashed Clint Capella yesterday, breaking a little bit of a cold streak, looking for 2 in a row. One more time, you hit the like button. I'll hit the intro. We'll go to work. All right, guys, 3 plays to dig into today. Miles Bridges at 16.5 points is play number 1. Going to head on over to the Proptimizer. New look. We are redesigning it. So I'm in the back end here of the new Proptimizer. Where that's a good zoom in place. I want to make sure we're zoomed in relatively well here. Miles Bridges is the play. Almost forgot where I was heading with this. Miles Bridges, 16.5 points. Let's open up some of our data here. You can see it's lined at minus 120 over at DraftKings, minus 120 over BetMGM for the over. So book is slightly, very slightly leaning towards the over. Last 5, he's been over in 3 straight games, over in 4 of the last 10. A little bit of injury news for the Hornets in this game is that make sure it's Nick Richards at the center position has been out. So we've seen a little bit of increased usage here for Miles Bridges. And we're even going to talk about the Grant Williams play next. So that's why he hasn't been smashing the over, but he's been over in 3 straight games, 27, 19, and 19 in this back-to-back here. Taking on Detroit. Let's head on over to hashtag basketball for a little bit of DVP breakdown. We'll go to the power forward position, sort by points. And Detroit, I'm pretty sure it's like a middle of the road matchup, but now I'm not seeing them. Every time I go to look for a team. There we go, right there. Actually, a pretty good matchup here for Grant Williams. Better than I thought. Detroit allows the 9th most points per game to the power forward position. So he's been over in 3 straight games. Decent matchup. Odds lean towards the over. The increased usage with Richards, with Richards out leans that way. I would go towards the more on the Miles Bridges 16.5. Not sure how confident I will be in the play, but I would lean towards the more. By the way, real quick before I do plays 2 and 3, if you want to join DFS Army, get more picks and plays in the Discord, Underdog, Sleeper, Sportsbook bets. If you join DFS Army, by the way, you would be up $300 in just the last week, just tailing the plays in the Discord. Link down below, Sniper20 is 20% off. Play number 2, as I mentioned, we got to talk Grant Williams. 10.5 points is the number here. We'll go back to the Proptimizer. We'll search for good old Grant Williams. 10.5 points is the line. It is, looks like the odds are ever so slightly leaning towards the under here. So minus 118 over on Bally, ever so slightly lean towards the under on Bet Rivers, minus 125 over on DraftKings as well. You know, he has been over only 3 of the last 10 games, but this is a little bit rougher to figure out exact usage in minutes because Nick Richards is out. Grant Williams is in. See, Grant Williams has been getting, see the usage he's been getting with Richards out. He's getting well over 30 minutes a game pretty consistently, but he's only been over, like I said, 3 of those last 10 games. You pull up the DVP matchup, and you go to the center position and sort by points. Detroit does allow the 3rd most points per game to the center position. So it is a juicy matchup. That is why you're leaning towards, people are going towards the over. The scoring just has not been there. You know, LaMelo Ball can pick this team up and just carry it by himself. A little bit of movement in the line here as we get live updates. And now it looks like we're actually leaning towards the over because Bally and Bet Rivers just moved the line to 11.5. DraftKings would still favor the under slightly, but moving, even though there's plus money at the 11.5, the fact that it's moved means that they would shade towards the over. I also will take the over here In terms of confidence rating, I'll tell you right now, I think Miles Bridges, I feel a little bit better about 30 minutes and just the reduced scoring and the ability for, even in a good matchup. Miles Bridges obviously has a very similar matchup, the ability for Ball to just take all the usage on the floor. I would go more, but I'm skeptical on it. Hopefully we can get like a slam dunk play that I really do like here. We're going to go Anthony Edwards, 26.5 points is what we are looking at. Back to the prop optimizer. Nope, if I could spell Anthony right, that would be fantastic. 26.5 points. It's like we are slightly leaning towards the over here. 25.5 is minus 134 at Bally. 26.5 is shaded towards the under on DraftKings and FanDuel minus 120, minus 125 a piece. I'm going to go ahead. He's been under in 3 straight games, 3 of the last 5. In terms of your last 10, he's been under in 6 of the last 10 as well. So not putting up a ton of points, obviously, but if we go to the matchup, I'm assuming the matchup here is decent shooting guard position. Just going to go ahead and cheat and hit Control F because obviously my eyes are not finding what I'm looking for in the chart today. Here we go. Toronto, decent matchup, 11th most points per game to the shooting guard position. So, sorry, clicking around here. Odds lean towards the under. Form would suggest under. Medium to good matchup. Oh, I haven't been covering our projection model, which is right here. I've been skipping through it. So I'm going to go back here. Our projection model is projecting at Anthony Edwards at 28.87 in a good matchup here. This projection actually, I think, leans me towards the over ever so slightly. Let's go look at the other plays. We'll just check our projection mile. Miles Bridges, 16.5. We're projecting him at 16.998, so we are projecting him slightly over there. Grant Williams' projection model is at 11.54. So we are projecting everyone slightly over the mark. Nothing to really change our minds there, but the tool does have a projection in here, and for whatever reason, going through it today, I think the new format to my eyes, I was not used to reading through it this way. Got a cool new tool. We'll get used to using it here. 28.87 for Anthony Edwards is the most the projection is over the number. I still think I would lean towards the less than in terms of form. Odds go this way. On the road at Toronto, I would lean towards the under, but again, probably not the most confident play. Now we have 3 plays that I don't particularly love to break down here, and that's just how it goes with the Prizepicks streak play game when you're knocking out NBA streak plays every day. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do our best here. I will say I think my least confident play is that last one because I'm on the less than, and Anthony Edwards can go for 50 on any given night. But I would force to pick go Anthony Edwards less than 26.5 points. Second most confident play, silver medal play, Grant Williams more than 10.5 points, which means we're going to land on Miles Bridges more than 16.5 points. Listed as day-to-day. Keep your eye out for injury news. Obviously, if he's downgraded to, I think he's going to play. If he's downgraded to questionable or anything, maybe pivot around. You can ask all those questions in the DFS Army Discord. But for right now, Miles Bridges, 16.5 points is where we are going to land. Drop a comment with what your favorite play of the day would be, where you'll go to try and run your streak to 2 in a row. That's what we have for today. Remember to join DFS Army, link down below to get in the Discord tonight for 20% off. And here's your daily reminder that whether or not you are a DFS Army member, you probably should be. But either way, good luck in those contests. Let's cash this ticket, and I'll see you next time.